Today we've got some very exciting news on Monster Hunter World. A PlayStation 4 exclusive franchise is looking to have a gigantic 2018, and EA has finalized the acquisition of Titanfall developer Respawn. Let's talk about all of that, starting off with Monster Hunter World, which has gotten a spectacular new trailer introducing the story, world, and various features. The game showcases some of the world and the gigantic monsters, and the game looks fantastic. It's scheduled for release on January 26th for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with the PC version to follow sometime after that. But if you want to get an early taste of the game, you can do that with the Monster Hunter World PlayStation 4 beta. On December 9th, for PlayStation Plus subscribers, the Monster Hunter World beta will open at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT, and it'll end on December 12th, 8:59 a.m. Pacific, 11:59 a.m. Eastern, and 4:59 p.m. GMT. All you're gonna need is an internet connection, a PlayStation 4, PlayStation Plus subscription, and 5.9 gigabytes of free space to download the beta. The beta itself will feature 3 quests across 2 environments from the game. In the Ancient Forest, you can hunt a fierce yet beginner-friendly Great Jagras. Or as a more experienced player, you can confront the threat of the Anjanath. In the Wildspire Waste, a massive dry expanse with swamplands, you can face off against the intermediate level Mudslinging Baron. And if you participate in the beta, you'll get some bonus items that you can utilize in the full game. Also, each quest can be done solo or with up to 3 players online, so that's very nice, and you'll be able to choose from 14 different weapon types based on your preferred playstyle. Monster Hunter World is one of the highly anticipated games of 2018, and it comes out real early on January 26th. Monster Hunter is finally making a return to current generation platforms after being mostly a Nintendo exclusive franchise in recent years. Now the shackles have truly come off, and we can't wait for the game to hit PlayStation 4. Speaking of PlayStation 4, PlayStation Experience is right around the corner, and that's the event that Sony will be utilizing to close out their year, and there will be various announcements. However, Sega has announced that Yakuza will not be seeing any brand new announcements. In recent years, Yakuza has been a focal part of PlayStation Experience, so that is a little bit disappointing, but we already do know that Yakuza 6 The Song of Life will be released in March of next year, and Yakuza 6 will be fully playable on the show floor, so if you're going to the event, you have that to look forward to. However, even with no Yakuza announcements at PlayStation Experience, Sega has said that 2018 will be a great year for the series. For a long time, Yakuza was having trouble finding a footing over here in the States, but this year was a banner year for Yakuza with the release of Yakuza 0 earlier this year and Yakuza Kiwami back in August. Now we have Yakuza 6 coming in March, and Yakuza Kiwami 2 should be coming stateside next year as well. So we have a lot of Yakuza to be looked forward to. By the way, if you don't know, Yakuza Kiwami was a remake of the first Yakuza game. You can figure out what Yakuza Kiwami 2 will be, a remake of the second game. The official release date for Yakuza 6 The Song of Life is set for March 20th, 2018, and it's set to bring the story of Kazuma Kiryu to a close. And then you also have the Yakuza developers working on a Fist of the North Star game that looks really good, so hopefully we get that over here in the States as well. That title will be hitting Japanese shelves on February 22nd, so we probably won't see it stateside for a while. Probably a 2019 release makes sense. And finally, Electronic Arts has finalized their acquisition of Respawn, the guys behind the Titanfall games. It's a huge $455 million purchase. However, if Respawn fails to hit certain performance goals, it'll be $351 million. That is still a gigantic amount of money to acquire a very talented studio. However, in many gamers' eyes, EA really did wrong by Respawn last year with the release of Titanfall 2. That game, for whatever reason, was released around the same time as other FPS juggernauts such as Battlefield 1, an EA-owned property, so that raised some eyebrows. And of course, the Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, also released right around the time. And Titanfall 2, in a year that was filled with great first-person shooters, you could make a legitimate argument that Titanfall 2 was the best of them all, but it really went under the radar commercially, which was so unfortunate. Now that EA owns Respawn, at least we probably will be seeing a Titanfall 3, and that's great. There's a lot of potential for the series, and Respawn did such a great job with Titanfall 2, improving upon the first Titanfall game, that a third game can be absolutely excellent. Let's just hope it's released around a time where it can get the attention it deserves, because I expect Titanfall 3 to be yet another fantastic first-person shooter. However, there hasn't been an official announcement of Titanfall 3. You could probably expect an announcement by E3 2018. That's just speculation on my part, but that does make a lot of sense. That's gonna conclude this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you gonna check out the Monster Hunter World beta? What do you think about Yakuza 6? Is that a game you're gonna pick up next year? And what do you think about EA acquiring Respawn? Have you played Titanfall 2? Are you excited for a potential third entry? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.